Hello there, and thank you for joining me once again for another broadcast of God's podcast. I am your host, God is Gracious, and my subject today is faith in God. When it comes to matters of the heart, often the first thing we think about is our relationship with others. However, our relationship with God should be at the forefront of our thoughts and feelings. This is because, as the Bible says, without faith, it is impossible to please God. We need to have faith in God in order to maintain a healthy relationship with Him. But what does it mean to have faith in God? Faith is often described as believing in something without seeing it. In other words, it is putting your trust in something or someone even when you can't see the outcome. When it comes to faith in God, this means trusting in Him even when things are tough and we can't see a way out. It means believing that He is good even when we can't see any evidence of that in our current circumstances. The Bible is full of examples of people who had faith in God even when everything around them seemed to be going wrong. Abraham is one such example. Abraham was asked by God to sacrifice his son, even though it must have seemed like a cruel joke. But Abraham continued to trust in God, and as a result, God blessed him abundantly. And similarly, Joseph was sold into slavery by his brothers and ended up in prison, even though he had done nothing wrong. But Joseph continued to trust in God, and as a result, God blessed him and he became a powerful man in Egypt, the second most powerful man under Pharaoh. The stories of Abraham and Joseph shows us that even when things are tough, we need to continue to have faith in God. When we do, He will bless us and help us. Most people in the world believe in some kind of God or gods. This faith gives them a sense of purpose and meaning in their lives. It helps them to understand the world around them and to make sense of the events that happen to them. People have always had faith in something. In the early days, they worshiped the sun, moon, and stars. They believed that these heavenly bodies controlled the destiny of their lives. As they learned more about the world around them, they began to worship other things. Some people believe that faith is a feeling. They believe that it is something that you cannot explain. It is something that you feel in your heart. While others believe that faith is a decision, they believe that you make a choice to have faith. You can choose to have faith in God or you can choose not to. There's no right or wrong answer to this question. It is a personal decision that every person has to make for themselves. Those who have faith in God often say that it is the most important thing in their life. They believe that it is what gives them strength to face the challenges of life. It is what helps them to find peace in the midst of chaos. Those who do not believe in God say that faith is not important to them. They believe that they can live life without it. They may say that they do not need faith to be happy or to be successful. The choice of whether or not to have faith is a personal one. There's no right or wrong answer. Each person has to decide for themselves what is most important to them. But please remember, in the Bible, God has said that I, God, set before you life or death, right or wrong. And He says to us to choose life, to choose right. I would agree with him, but it is your choice. So again, this has been your host, God is Gracious, for another broadcast of God's podcast. And I want to again thank you so much for joining me. And until next time, blessings to you and your family. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye-bye now.